I'm pleased now to introduce Fiona Forrest from Rescue Our Schools.
Hello, my name is Fiona Forrest. I'm a single mother of an 11-year-old girl. I live in the Lewisham Borough. My daughter goes through an all-through sponsored academy, so I'm there already. I'm not a teacher, I don't belong to a union. I'm not working at the moment, but my last job was a team leader at Sainsbury's. I am a parent, I'm not just a parent, I'm a parent and nobody's listening. That's why I joined Rescue Our Schools. There are lots of different groups out there, all have the same common thread. We are unhappy with our government, we are unhappy with the education of our child. Rescue Our Schools is an apolitical group with a clear message to encourage, inspire families to get involved in your child or your grandchild's education. Having a choice is part of our values, and forced academisation is not. Our school used to be great. It had a lot of money for its buildings, facilities, lots of money for programmes, activities, just like private school. It was part of the London success story. But almost overnight, it's changed into a brutal exam factory, and as parents, we've had no say at all in the changes that have happened. It's rude, and it's bad manners. I'm not here to bash academies. I can only talk about my experience at our school and what happened when they missed the floor target. 2015 exam results were crap, 38%. That's the league table result of how many got maths and English and 3 more subjects from whatever the list of subjects were. That's a problem right there. These targets are hard to understand and they keep changing. 38% is below what they call the floor target. This triggered our school to engage an executive head, and now our governors have been dismissed as well. We now have a management board in place and one existing parent governor for 1,200 students in an all-through school. We are effectively in special measures and our parents don't even know. Ofsted said we're a good school with outstanding features, but that was 3 years ago. When the government says how many are good schools, that's a lie, our school, because it's not good anymore. Since the executive head came to our school, it's unrecognisable. It used to be a caring, inclusive enterprise school. Now it's lots of rules, lots of shouting, lots of detentions, same-day detentions, even Saturday afternoons. It's become like a workhouse. Now, when my daughter enters year 7, she will line up before school in silence, and that's the same for year 11. No morning break. There were no rules against that, like in the workplace. No enterprise programme anymore. Academic rankings are on the wall. I'll say a little bit more about it later. No tutor groups, just academic forms that keep getting shuffled. No house system. It's all about the individual performance now. Little pastoral care. There's still some, but nothing like the same. We still have a matron, but the heads of years are leaving, and our wonderful head of primary and her deputy have gone. It's all about the stats, attendance, not hardship and reach out clubs, the activities. I'll talk about public ranking. Now, they introduced the public ranking. It's published on the wall in secondary, so all the kids can see where they are in their assessments. It's disgusting. So, yes, there is an argument that some kids will thrive on it, but then the worst argument is that some do not. They most do not. And we've had one example of a child being bullied, writing in her book she wants to kill herself because she's been bullied because she's at the bottom of the rung. And it was dealt with at that particular time when the child was okay, but now she's slipping back again. There's no accountability for that poor child being in that position. Really, really frustrating. This child has now left our school and she's gone to another school. These changes in the everyday school secondary life of our all-through school have been dictated, no consultation for parents, students, or the teachers. So they're just carrying on doing what they're doing without us even being part of their decision. How dare they? It's just bloody rude. Communication has been very poor. Our principal has kept his job, he's kept his parents' forum, but through this crisis, he's kept everything open, but the executive heads refuse to meet with us. We've been unable to meet with the governors or the Catholic Director of Education, which is the Diocese of Thurrock. We weren't told to start to have these meetings with them, and we've just been fobbed off. Since November of last year, we've tried to get these meetings, just been fobbed off, put back. After repeated requests to meet, finally, a meeting was scheduled for the 18th of April. It didn't happen, so we're hoping for the 9th of May. So since September last year, no accountability. Many chiefs, but no one taking responsibility for the changes and the effects it has on the students, the teachers, and the families. And I think stress and mental health is everybody's concern, not just the top, everybody's concern. We know the teachers have been told not to talk to us, because we've talked to many teachers and got lots of information out of them. Because they won't meet with us, we've then talked to whoever will talk to us. And we're now being told, don't talk to them, they can't talk to us. Lowly little parents. As parents, we can be penalised for not sending our child to school. But where's the partnership when families need it? We need to be part of the decision making. The target set for our schools does not include family consultation that I'm aware of. We all want the best all-round education for our children. That's not in dispute, but the lack of parental involvement is. Without communication, there's no trust. You end up going off on your own little tangents because no one is answering our questions. A group of parents from our school met with the Lewisham Borough. At least they agreed to meet, but we found there's nothing they can do because we're an academy. They've got their own rules. We can't help with that. All we can worry about is attendance, and make sure all the kids turn up for school. That's all they can do. Our MP was at the same meeting. We've met her twice now, and she's been really supportive and has left the lines of communications open. If the government says every child has to be part of an education system, this does include the parents. Why alienate parents who feel they could be an asset to their school as a governor by introducing a governance exam? Why make it difficult to create more obstacles? The governance of our schools should be understood by everyone, not just the elite. And they should share that, what they discuss, like at parliament meetings or council meetings. It's all part of the same course. Gosh, there's a lot to say, and I get really, really frustrated. To sum up, I would like to see more parents get involved in their child's education and be allowed a proactive voice in the government. It's about proper funding for all schools. I've seen what money does, and it does make a difference, but when there isn't any, it just all falls to pot. It's all about partnership and about building communities where we support one another. Rescue Our Schools encourages and inspires all of us to get together with a united voice. Thank you.